Okay, it's being live streamed. Okay. All right. Now, can anybody here go to YouTube on your phone? See if you can find it. Okay, it's being live streamed. Okay, we're hearing ourselves. All right. But the camera's not on. Go to YouTube on your phone.
So what's your YouTube account?
Find it. You should be able to just search for Westmont. Okay, so let's turn that on. You gotta be able to see.
So what's your YouTube account? Okay.
You should be able to just search for Westmont. There?
Yeah.
All right. Open that on. And there's a camera.
Okay.
Okay, there we go.
You guys are currently being live streamed to YouTube.
Can you see it on YouTube?
Yes.
You see this image?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic.
Being live
We want to zoom in just a little bit, right? Whoa. Dante, you running this thing tonight? No, I'm backstage. I think that's probably.
I think I might be picking up its own audio.
Yeah, let's turn. Yeah, turn it off. Now, can you hear it on your YouTube?
What is that terrible screeching noise?
Oh. You think it's got to be on? Will this be using the microphone on this, or is it using the microphone on that? He turned it back on. Is it still squelching though?
Oh, wait, actually, you can check the microphone.
I'll let you guys play.
Which microphone do you want to use?
Whatever microphone's better.
I can either use this one or that one.
Who's our state manager? Noella? Are you here? Can you turn the aisle lights on, please? Show Holly where they're at when she's up there.
You know which ones those are? Yes, you do. Beautiful.
Which microphone do you want? Computer or
Not computer, so the camera. I don't know how it's gonna sound.
Like they can take notes on it.
My name is Daisy Ash, and I'm the president of our troop. I'd like to welcome you to our theater. I am so excited tonight to recognize so many of our lovely actors and techs who have poured their heart and soul into our department. This year's show was directed by Reagan Carthon, which I'm very proud of. If you don't already know, our troupe was selected to represent the United States at the American High School Theatre Festival, which is a part of the Edinburgh Fringe Festival in Edinburgh, Scotland. Our students will be going next summer, and if you would like to help them get there, we have buckets in the lobby that you can visit during intermission, or you can talk to Mr. Bankford after the show. Speaking of intermission, we will have a 15-minute intermission where cookies and water will be sold in the lobby. I now ask you that you take out your phones and put them on silent if you haven't already. Pictures are welcomed of your students, but we ask that no flash photography is taken just because it's distracting to presenters and actors on stage. If you win an award, please come up. We have stairs on either side of the stage. Come up and accept your award. And if you'd like to give an acceptance speech, we ask that it be short because we have lots of awards to give out tonight. With that said, enjoy the show.
Bankford. I'm the president of the Theater Boosters this year, and welcome. A year ago, my hope was that this year would be a year that would be quote unquote next to normal. And we did it, I think. We did it here at the Wind, we did Disaster, we did, they went to the State Thespians Festival. And I wanted to thank a few folks for making all that possible. First of all, I want to thank all of you. The parents who really pitched in this year. I know it was hard coming back from COVID and getting used to the whole transition and tech week meals and all that kind of fun stuff. You guys really did a great job. I want to thank the current TABS board for this year. And they did a great job of sort of revving the engine back up and getting it going. But the person I want to thank the most is actually, I think I just saw him escape to the lobby, is Mr. Jeff Bankford.
Sorry, Doug, I'm up here.
Okay, no, you can stay there.
Light on your face.
You can stay there, you can stay there. But to thank you, we have a wonderful bouquet of flowers and a big basket of gifts.
Thank you.
Okay, now for next year, I will not be on the board, but we do have a new great board that's been elected in, and I want to introduce the president for next year, Elizabeth Ward.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you to Jeff as well. I'd like to introduce the rest of the board. So Jodie Topping is at home. She can't be here. She's amazing. She's our vice president for this coming year. Gretchen Schroeder, treasurer. Kim Rubenson will be our secretary. It's going to be a big year. What a great team. We'd love it for you to join in the fun. There's been an awful lot of things to do, and we'd love it if you can join in the fun. I'd also like to thank Doug. He and his family have been an integral part of this development for a long time. Carla has sewn, I don't know how many costumes. Because of Doug, we have an amazing TABS website, which you can get to from the department website. So please go and take a look at that. There's lots of information about what's coming up, what we're working on. So there's a good place to find things. And finally, we have a small gift to Doug as a because of his work. So.
Can you hear me? Okay, so I'm Michelle Fine, and I am here to let you know about our thespian trip we took to Southern California. After a year of preparation and coordination by thespian officer Raven Carbon and the rest of the thespian officers, yay, Raven! Along with Jody Topping, who couldn't be here this evening, to accompany Mr. B and 25 students to join 560 high school theater students from 34 schools at the annual State Thespian Festival in Southern California. And I'm telling you, we had a great time and the kids were fantastic. Our thespians were able to participate in workshops from experienced professionals. They earned significant honors and they made outstanding accomplishments throughout the State Thespian Festival. This year, the festival, produced 4 all-state events. Each one had a Westmont student on our artistic team and running crews. Westmont wowed the audience twice on the main stage. First was a performance of a scene from Inherent the Wind starring Raven Carthon. The very funny Good Cop, Bad Cop, directed by Paige Jawar. Westmont also had 2 amazing performers in the all-state number. We had Serafina Liu Westmont was also selected to assistant direct Before Your Eyes for the Playworks. Thespian technicians also shine this year. 6 were choosing to work on the crews for the all-stage shows. We had Emily Landers, stage manager. We had H. Ash for audio. Jamie Lincoln for lighting. James Harper for scenic paint. House management. For house management. We also gave out 11 tech awards, and we're proud to say that Westmont received 3. So we have Emily Landers for stage management. Audio. Jamie Lincoln for lighting. Also in the THESPI competition, the following Westmont students received superior ratings, which is the highest rating that they can receive for their performances or presentations. We had Mira Chavon, Jamie Lincoln, Lisa Shahar, June Hamada, Paige Jawar, Theodore Fulliger, Sid Urzua. The following students also received THESPI callbacks for Mika Shahar and Raven Carthon for their monologues. Theodore Fulliger for his musical theater solo. Students also placed within the top 3 in the state for their thespian division. So we had Mira Chavon, 2nd place for costume design. Amada, 2nd place for scenic design. James Harper, 3rd place for scenic design. And 3rd place for stage management. And Jamie Lincoln, 2nd place for lighting design. Each year, California Thespians recognizes one school as the honor troupe for the tremendous work they do both on and off the stage, in their school and throughout the community. This year, Westmont Thespian Troupe 2904 was recognized as the honor troupe for 2022. Congratulations, and I'm telling you, we had a fabulous time, and I'm honored that I was able to attend, so thank you, Mr. B.
Hi guys. Right now we're going to do our initiation for new thespians. So if you are a mentor or a mentee, please come on stage. So you can come down and walk up the stairs. That includes people in the green room. If you are in the green room, please come on stage. Yay! I'm gonna wait. Mentors, stand behind your mentees. Mentors behind your mentees, and we're gonna pass out some candles. Yay. If your mentor is an officer, then you're gonna stand right after mentor because we're gonna talk. Awesome. Candles off. Leave your candles off. Leave your candle. Okay, cool. Okay. Fellow friends and thespians, we welcome you to as we formally induct our initiates into our Thespian Troupe 2904 of the International Thespian.
These initiates have fulfilled the requirements for membership and will now be part of an honor society for high school theater students.
The history of theater is the history of man. Just as our early ancestors dramatized their lives, we come to our performance space today to search for answers to the mysteries that motivate us, a process through which theater has become a part of our heritage.
About 535 BC, a new dimension was added to the art of theater, when Thespis, a Greek actor, stepped out from the chorus and spoke the first lines of a play.
In recalling our organization, the International Thespian Society, we pay homage to Thespis, the first actor. Initiates, please grab and light your candles. So now we're going to turn on the candles, and you should just be able to twist the bottom, and the light should, yay!
We light this candle in honor of Thespis to symbolize our emotions, imagination, and the beginning of true artistic life as we honor the living spirit of theater.
Thespian initiates and all current members of Troop 2904. This is your moment to reaffirm your continuing desire to maintain a standard of excellence in Westmont High School's Theater Arts Department.
Membership places upon you the obligation of performing with dedication and respect for our art. Follow our motto, act well, your part, for there all honor lies. Initiates, the candle that you are holding symbolizes Thespis and a spirit of acting in all of us. As your candle is lit, it ignites the spirit of Thespis within you, creating a bond between you and all life. And now, let us officially recite the Thespian pledge. All of you have to learn it. Okay? 1, 2, 3.
I promise to uphold the aims and ideals of the International Thespian Society. I am a student of theater and excellence is my ideal. I promise to perform my part as well as I can, to accept praise and criticism with grace, to cooperate with my fellow thespians, to work for the good of the truth, and share my love of theater.
Please exit stage left and then go to the green room and you're going to sign something and you're going to take the things in there that are for you. Yay, go. For a second as our techs run back upstairs to go to the booth. And next, we are going to have our first senior act, which is Jessica Fine.
Good evening, everyone. No, I will not be singing. I'm not exactly a musical theater student. I do a lot of talking in our troupe. I'm an officer, I'm an advanced theater. I do a lot of monologuing, so that's what we kind of do in here. I'm a senior, as a senior I would be, and I've been in this troupe for 4 years. And trust me, it's been a fantastic time. So what I want to do as my goodbye to our troupe is just talk a little bit about what it's been like. When I was a freshman, I came into this department with one friend and was very shy. I never would have done this and stand on stage. I barely knew if I was going to do theater at Westmont. I surely was not sure that I was going to do a musical for the first time, which I did this year with our show Disaster. It was a fantastic opportunity in this department, and I had such a fantastic time doing it. And for the past 4 years, I've been in our beginning theater class, and since then, I've been in our advanced theater class, going from Theater 2 to a Theater 4H. It's been a fantastic time. I've had such a great time these 4 years. I can't say it enough, but theater has given me a lot. It's given me chances to express my creativity. It's given me chances to express who I am, find who I am, and also be able to be a leader. This year I was an officer for the first time, and it's been such a wonderful experience. I got to work with a board of fantastic people, work with Mr. B, who taught me so much, and I got to also lead a club over Rolling Hills to invigorate some thespian knowledge in some of our younger generation. And I hope one day they'll also be sitting in this audience or doing exactly what I'm doing and sharing their love of theater. And I feel like something I just want to talk about is to take opportunities as you go through these 4 years. Whether you are a junior now, a sophomore, a freshman, or you're someone that will be joining us later in the years, I think something to go into this troupe with is knowing that you want to do as much as you can. I came in not really knowing what I wanted to do. I didn't even know if I was going to stay in theater after my freshman year, but Fortunately, we did a theater research project that really reeled me in, and I deferred PE, I deferred physics. Now I'm here taking physics as a senior. It's going great. But again, no matter how old you are, even if you're going to be here 3 years and you're not even sure if you're going to do theater, if you take a class, even if the people in it may not be as inspired as you or as willing to do as much as you, take as many opportunities as you can. I directed my freshman year, I directed again my senior year for one act, and I learned more every single time I did it, every single time. And I would have never done it without being in theater. So we have some really standout people with every class. And if you're ever worried that you're going to continue in our department and you don't know if there's something for you, or you don't know if you can do it, you can. I promise you can. I didn't think I could do a musical, and I did after a lot of convincing from friends, but I did it. And I also did my first main stage play this year. I assistant directed a play last year, and I never envisioned myself doing any of this. I kind of thought that maybe I'd do a class, drop it because I wasn't sure if I really liked it. But if you're ever in that position and you're not sure if you want to do it, do it. You work with fantastic people who are they're so good at what they do, the technicians, the actors. Mr. B is great at teaching people everything to do with theater. So if you ever want to know, should I continue, do it. I promise it's so worth it. I have made so many friends this year. Again, came in with one. I'm leaving with more than I can count on my 2 hands. Thank you. It's great. And they're from all ages, everything's different about them. And I never expected that from high school. I never thought I'd leave with that many experiences, that many people I could talk to and reach out to. And now I'm leaving with an entire support system, and trust me, it is hard to say goodbye. We had our advanced theater class for the last time yesterday. Many tears were shed. That's all I will say. And if you join us in advanced theater, I won't be here unfortunately, but if you ever join advanced theater, you get a second chance. I promise you. All ages, all different experiences. You guys come into one place, you come into this theater, fantastic theater. And you learn so much. And you meet so many people that you carry with you for a long time. So I'll be gone next year, but for those of you staying, please enjoy your time here. It's fantastic. I have to say goodbye to this theater, say goodbye to this wonderful troupe that's taught me so much and made me who I am today. But for those still here, enjoy it. Enjoy your 4 years, 3 years, 2 years, 1 year, even a semester if that's what happens for you. But enjoy it. However long you do it. Thank you all tonight.
Hello, my name is Miss Lori. I am the musical theater dance coach here at Westmont. Fun fact, my friend Allison and I started the thespian troupe here when we were the seniors at Westmont. So it's so exciting to see it still going strong. So I am going to be presenting the best advanced musical theater students. It is Anna Jenna.
Thanks, y'all.
Hello, my name is Mihita Bahaker. I am a sophomore here and I am the secretary of the current Officer Board. And today I will be presenting the award for Best Musical Theater 1. Okay. And let's see. The Best Musical Theater 1 student, it's a tie. Soham Baluja and Shreya Ghoshal.
Thank you everyone for this award. I'm really honored to have the award and I've made so many friends in the department, so thank you so much. So my name is Jessica Fine again. I'm a senior at Westmont. I'm currently the community outreach officer, and today I'll be presenting the award for Best Theater 1 students. The nominees are everyone in the class, and the winner is Amelia Ocher.
Thank you.
Okay. Hello, again, my name is Paige. I am a senior here at Westmont, and I was the TA for the advanced theater class. Yay. And the nominees were everyone in the class. The winner is Mika. It's been such an honor, guys. Thank you so much.
My name is Jay Monk, and I'm a senior here at Westmont High School. I've been in this department for 4 years, and it's been an absolute, just amazing experience. So I'm very, very happy and proud to present my award to the best new Theater Tech 1 student. This award goes to the amazing, tie is great, Samantha D and Audrey Siebold. You students are amazing. Really just like these people work so hard.
Thank you.
Hello. My name is Camden Harris. I am a Westmont 2021 alum. I graduated last year. And this year I am honored to present the Best Advanced Technician for our 7th grade class. And the winner is Hamada. Thank you guys, it's such an honor. You guys feel like family.
Hello again. So this year in advanced theater, I had the opportunity of directing one of our one-act plays. I directed a play called Cut, which was a fantastic experience. I worked with a fantastic cast of people, and tonight I'll be pronouncing the winner of the best performance in an advanced theater one-act. The nominees are everyone in my cast. And the winner is Kaylee Topping as G in Cut.
Thanks, guys.
Hi, guys. Hi, everyone. I'm Rachel Schauber, and I'm a senior here at Westmont High School, and I have the pleasure of directing the other advanced theater one act called Meet the Movies. And I'm here to present the award for the best performance in the advanced one act.
All the nominees are everyone in the cast of the reads. The winner is Hazel Bell from Meet the Roommates. Thank you, everybody. Hi, everyone. I'm Sitter Zua, and I'm a junior this year. I had the absolute honor of directing the musical theater one act this year. It was Willy Wonka, for those who don't know. Presenting the award for best performance of a one act play, and all the nominees would be anyone in the Wonka cast. So anyone in the class. And for best performance in a one act, Allison Jezik is Charlie Bucket in Wonka. Thanks, everybody.
Hi, everyone. I am Shayla Mosier. I am a freshman here at Westmont, and I directed the one act Employees Must Wash Their Hands Before Murder. And I will be presenting the award for Best Actor. And the winner is Shelley Yoka as Debbie in Employees Must Wash Their Hands. Thank you so much. And I also am a freshman like Shay, and I had the honor of directing the play One Act of Pursuit. And I am presenting the award for Best Actor. And the winner is Rachel Hoganson as Davis and Chelsea. Thank you so very, very much. Thank you. Hi, my name is Lydia Hadley. I'm a past officer. I graduated last year, and I'm presenting the award for Best Director of a One Act Play. The nominees are all of the directors of the One Act Plays. All right, and the winner is Jessica Fine for Cut.
Thank you so much. This is awesome.
Right. Hi, y'all. I'm Anna. I'm currently a sophomore, and I will be presenting the award for Best Performer on the main stage, nominees are anyone who performed for the first time in one of our shows like Disaster Just the Wind. Oh, it's a tie. Hell yeah. Okay, we got Sarah Robinson and Sean Martinez.
I'm gonna be super original and just say thank you guys so much.
Such an honor. I honestly didn't expect this. Thank you so much.
Presenting the award for the Best New Technician. And the nominees are Elisa, Daniel, Dante, Mauricio, Noella, and Samantha. And there's a three-way tie. We got Mauricio, Noella, and Elisa. And they are, some of them are working the field right now. So they are.
So guys, I want to thank Jamie and Noella. Thank you.
Everyone in the theater department.
No. Stop, no. Jessica. No, stop. This will all make sense when I am older. Someday I will see that this makes sense. One day when I'm old and wise, I'll think back and realize that these were all completely normal events. I'll learn all the answers when I'm older, like why I'm on the stage with all this life. I know in a couple of years these will seem like childhood fears, so I know isn't bad, it's good. Going. Growing up means adapting, puzzling at your world and your place. When I'm more mature, I'll feel totally secure to be watched by something with a creepy face. No, stop, please. See, that will make sense when I'm older, so there's no need to be terrified or tense. I'll just dream about the time when I'm in my age of prime. When you're older, absolutely everything makes sense. This is fine.
Benton. I'm a Westmont alum. I graduated last year. I was also last year's department president. And this year I have the honor of announcing the awards for both Inherit the Wind and Disaster Best Tech Leadership. So I'm going to start with Inherit the Wind. Your nominees are H. Ash as production manager, Holly Williams as set designer, Jamie Lincoln as technical director, Katie Byron as co-costume designer, Mateen Nahad as stage manager, and Sid Urzua as assistant director. So your award for best tech leadership for Inherit the Wind is
Ooh, it's a tie between James Harper as Master Carpenter and Nipur as Assistant Stage Manager. Our Best Tech Leadership Assistants, James Harper and Nipur. All right, Tech Leadership for Disaster. Your nominees are H. Ash as Technical Director, Emily Landers as Stage Manager, Hannah Huang as Sound Designer, Jamie Lincoln as Moving Light Designer, Mira Chavon as Costume Designer, and Theodore Twilliger as Assistant Director. And the winner is, this is also Best Tech Leadership Assistants for Disaster, Elisa Shaplansky as Apprentice Sound Designer, Mateen Nehad as Scenic Artist and Master Electrician, and Noella Thu as Assistant Stage Manager. Best Tech Leadership Assistants. Here's a thank you, thumbs up.
Okay, guys, so, we have two envelopes here, and I'm thinking that they got switched. So I'm gonna have you present this, because we might be nominated.
Hi, y'all. I'm Raven. And I am Director of Theater Awards, as you probably heard like a million times. So now, as you can tell, there's a little bit of a mix-up, but that's okay. We're fixing it. So, up first, for our tech leadership for the fall play Inherit the Wind, our nominees are Ashley Gomez-Sirven as Apprentice Sound Design, Emily Landers as Box Office Manager, Jack DeCesar as Master Electrician, James Harper as Master Carpenter, Logan Bliss as Apprentice Sound Designer, and this is not right. So we're just gonna open, you guys already heard the nominees. So we're not gonna do that again. But our tech leadership winners are, oh my gosh, it's a three-way tie. So we have H. Ash, Jamie.
Jamie, this is yours. Thank you, guys. I'm sorry. It's okay.
Up next, we have tech leadership, not leadership assistance, for disaster. Again, you guys already heard the nominees. We're all good. So, all right, so here are your winners. It's another tie, and it is H. Ash and Emily Landers.
So, Best Tech Leadership Assistant, we have Elisa and Noella. Yay!
They're gonna quickly, no, I think that was all.
There's one more. Okay, separate. No, okay, so now we have the best running crew member. And the nominees are everyone who was on the running crew but was not on production. And the winners are Logan Jenkins and Polly Williams. And it is Logan Bliss.
be in the booth. So we're gonna continue unless she's running down.
She's on her way down.
She's running.
Oh my God, Miss Holly gets here, we're gonna have a lovely intermission. We're gonna have water.
We'll have cookies. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna have a lovely intermission.
Hello, I don't know if somebody's supposed to introduce me here, but it's okay. Hi, I'm Theo, if you don't know me. For a while, that's all I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna sing a song. Someone hold you too close. Someone to hurt you too deep. Someone to sit in your chair and ruin your sleep.
That's true, but there's more than that. Now you think there is to it? You have so many reasons nowadays. You have one good reason for being alone. I'm something, Bob. You're on something.
Someone to need you too much. Someone to know you too well. Someone to hold you up short and put you through hell.
Hey, buddy, don't be afraid it won't be perfect. The only thing to be afraid of is that it won't be. Don't stop now. Keep going.
Someone you have to let in. Someone whose feelings you'd spare. Someone who, like it or not, will want you to share a little, a lot.
Robert, how do you know so much about it? You never been there. It's much better living than looking at it, Robert. Add 'em up, Bobby. Add 'em up.
Someone to crown you with love. Someone to force you to care. Someone to make you come through. Who'll always be there. Frightened
Hannah Chadwell, and I'm an alum from 2021. Today I'm honored to present the best performance in an ensemble role. We have Finn Lister as Harper Dodson in The Hot Dog Hawker in Inherit the Wind, Isaac Martinez in Disaster, Jonah Martinez in Disaster, Mahika Sahar as Mr. Phil Harper, and Workman in Inherit the Wind, Rusha Shavin in Disaster, Sienna Donato in Disaster. And the winners are three-way tie, Jonah Martinez, Disaster, Finn Lister, Harper Dawson, Mahika Shahar as Mr. Phil Harper.
You will always be in my heart. Thank you.
I love this hot dog man. I am a real life hot dog man. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Barbara Bainford, and I choreographed Disaster the Musical. I'm here to present the best performance in a minor role. Number 1, Kaylee Montoya as Barracuda Dancer in Disaster. Paige Joyer as Mrs. Krebs in Inherit the Wind. Jonah Martinez as Mr. Goodfellow in The Storekeeper in Inherit the Wind. Sarah Rubinson as Mayor Jason Carter in Inherit the Wind. And Victoria Fine as Mrs. Sarah Brady in Inherit the Wind. Oh my goodness, a three-way tie. Victoria Fine, Kaylee Montoya, and Paige Joyer.
Thank you. It was fun being Raven's wife.
Thank you. The good Lord gave us the heat. The good Lord gave us the heat.
Hello, my name is Serafina Liu, and I'm a senior, and I've been involved in this department for 4 years, and I am going to present Best Performance in a Featured Role number 1. So first we have, the nominees are Hazel Bell as Passenger number 1 / Ensemble B in Disaster, and Isaac Martinez as George Sillers, the Feast or Owner in Inherit the Wind, Isabel Oberhofer as Blinded Woman / Ensemble B in Disaster, Jessica Fine as Taxi Driver, Taurus Woman and Ensemble A in Disaster, Nisa Naderi as Casino Wife and Ensemble B in Disaster, and Victoria Fine as Virgo Woman and Ensemble A in Disaster. And the winner is another tie between Isabel Oberhofer and Hazel Bell.
It was really fun to be blind.
No room, get another boat.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nicolette Exapolius. I'm a Westmont alumni, and I was an officer. And I graduated in 2020, and today I have the honor of presenting the best performance in an understudy role. And the nominees are Isabel as Lavora Verana, in Disaster, Jonah Martinez as a wealthy husband in Disaster, Kaylee as Jackie in Disaster, Rachel Shaver as Mary Ann in Disaster, and Sadie Evans as Shirley in Disaster. And it's a four-way tie. The winners are Rachel Shaver as Mary Ann from Disaster, Sadie Evans as Shirley, Donna Martinez and Kaylee as Jackie in Disaster.
Thank you again.
Hello, I'm Daniel Hughes. I'm the musical director and pianist for the theater program here at Westmont High School. Delighted to present the best performance in a supporting role. The nominees are Brian King as Scott in Disaster, Edward Ward as Jake in Disaster, Jessica Fine as the judge, and Merle Coffey in Inherit the Wind, Miles Mormon as the wealthy husband in Disaster, Rachel Shaver as Tracy, the Barracuda dancer in Disaster, and Theo Twilliger as Hornbeck in Inherit the Wind. And the winner is it going to be a tie? You think it's going to be another? It's a three-way tie. Wow! Theo Twilliger, Brian King, and Edward Ward.
Thank you for letting me be a newspaper man delivering news.
All I gotta say is bye.
Hey guys. It's been a while. So I am presenting the award for Best Performance in a Leading Role. Also, hi, my name's Theo. I forgot to say that. I'm the Vice President of the Troop this year. So the nominees are Caleb Ma as Chad Rubik in Disaster, Paige Jawar as Shirley in Disaster, Rachel Shaver as Henry Drummond in Inherit the Wind, Raven Carthon as Sister Mary Downey in Disaster, Serafina Liu as Ben Lisa in Disaster, and Shiloh Martinez as Tony Del Vecchio in Disaster. And the winner is a four-way tie. Okay, we have Raven Carthon as Sister Mary, Serafina Liu as Ben Lisa, Henry Drummond.
All I'm gonna say is, thank you, Jesus.
I'm just glad you guys enjoyed the role as much as I did, yay. Yeah, I believe in science.
Jesus Christ, can't you see I'm Tony?
for the 2022-2023 board is our sophomore representative. And that is going to be Noella Chu.
Sorry, I'm bad at opening envelopes. Okay, our junior representative for the 2022-2023 board is Mika Shahar. All right, our senior representative for the 2022-2023 officer board is Raven Carthon.
Wildcard representative number 2, but this is wildcard representative number 1. And this goes to Kaylee Talking.
I probably should have opened the second envelope first before coming back to the mic, but it's okay. And our last wildcard representative is Mateen. We have one more wildcard representative. Our number 3 wildcard is Kaylee Montoya.
Yay! Can we get area 2 up a little bit? Oh wait, you're not in the mood. Holly, can you get area 2 up just a little bit so we can see all these shining faces? No, it's not gonna happen. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We're gonna take a photo. I'm not gonna be someone out there is gonna take a photo and we're gonna smile. Okay. No, we'll just do it. We're gonna go and we're gonna really quickly change. Area 2 is up. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is your new officer board. Next Wednesday at 1:15, we're going to meet at the Corner Bakery, and we're going to have our transition from old officers to new officers. Thank you.
And I'm back. Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm happy to introduce our troop director, Chef Bankford.
Good evening. I have the best job on the planet. My name is Jeff Bankford, he, him, and I am very proud to be the artistic director of Westmont High School's award-winning theater arts department. It's my 23rd year here, and next year's freshmen will be my graduating class. I've been doing shows here at Westmont for 30 years, and this is my 23rd year of being actually on the staff. I love that my classroom has become a haven where kids feel safe to come in and be themselves, and where our stage is a place where students can express themselves. We had an awesome season this year, back in person, as Doug said, slightly back to normal-ish. We did Inherit the Wind, which was such a demanding play to do, especially with masks on. And I was so proud of our actors and the way they were able to use their full body as a communicative device to express the very powerful ideas in that play. A play that I never thought I'd get a chance to direct at a high school, but they wanted to do a courtroom drama. And when you eliminate women in peril from your possibilities of courtroom dramas, and you eliminate courtroom dramas that center around race, because we weren't sure if we would have the pool we would need to do that kind of a play. And when you eliminate courtroom dramas that center around men as being men, the brilliant play, A Few Good Men. It's a brilliant play, but those really need to be played by men. When you take out all those, you're left with a small handful. And they found out about this play that really preaches the idea that anyone deserves the power to think. They fell in love with that idea, and I was so proud of what we did with that show. And then they decided, let's do something completely different. Let's come out of the pandemic with a disaster. And that's what we did. We did this wild, funky, weird, crazy, silly, stupid fun show that was just such a delight to work on every single day. And then we had our amazing children's show, Willy Wonka, directed by Sid Zula. 4 more incredible one-act plays directed by 4 equally talented one-act theater directors. Yes, give it up for them as well. Yes. Hey, speaking of our shows that we did this season, in the lobby, there are 2 big banners from Disaster. There's a bunch of posters from Disaster. There's a bunch of programs from both Inherit the Wind and Disaster. All that's gonna go in the garbage if you don't take it home. So if there's anything you want there, please take it. We would love for it to be in your garages or in your homes or in your kitchens or wherever you want to have them in your home. Congratulations to our award show director, Ms. Raven Carthon. Please help me thank the folks that never get enough applause. I'm going to read their names. This is our crew for tonight. Our choreographer, Theo, our stage manager, Noella, our lighting board operator, Holly, our soundboard operator, Lisa, projections operator, Holly again, Grips, Dante backstage, and our house manager, Mika. Give it up for all of them. I also want to thank the Westmont staff, Mr. Brett Peterson, who teaches our welding and wood shop classes. He does so many small favors for us. Really he's not here tonight. I want to thank him in spirit. I want to thank our secretaries at Westmont, both Coldeep and Lynn and Roma. They do amazing work for us all the time. My fellow teachers, you know, we do this thing in January with the advanced theater class. I think it's actually one of the most important things that we do all year long. It's called the message play. We don't spend a dime on it. It's all based on student feedback from questions we ask of our freshmen and of our sophomores in their PE classes. And the PE classes help us administer these quizzes that we then get their feedback. And then we write these plays based on their words. And it's the PE teachers that then bring the students into the theater to see their words brought to life on stage. And I am so proud every year when the PE teachers stand in front of these students and tell them how to behave in a theater. I mean, it's a powerful, powerful thing. I don't know any other theater teacher that gets to have that privilege. And then, of course, our amazing administrative staff, Mr. DeCesar, our vice principal, and the amazing Mr. Jason Miller, our principal. None of them are here tonight, but please thank them for supporting our department when you see them. Yes. I have a couple of parents that I would like to honor here. And I'm doing this now so that H and Emily have time to change, but they told me they needed time to change. What? What? You're changed, fantastic. But I'm going to go ahead and continue. It's in the order. I rearranged it for you. So first, I'd like to thank so much Jody Topping and Michelle Fine for going down to the state festival with us. They were awesome chaperones. And Michelle Fine's kids are leaving us this year, so she gets, as an outgoing mom, an outgoing parent, a certificate of recognition from our department. So Michelle Fine, please come get this. This next parent I have known her for a very long time. She was president of our TABS board for quite a while. I have seen 4 of her children come through our department. I can't believe that her last one is finally flying from Westmont High School. Thanks for the light. Thank you. Can you please give it up for Miss Trina Lincoln? Home meeting here. Oh, good. Oh, excellent. Excellent. Preston, Kate, Kendra, and this year Jamie. This next, actually, this couple, because if one's not available, the other steps in. I've also known them for a very long time. They've had two amazing, amazing young women come through our department. Mike and Kate Landers, come on up. Mike and Kate's daughter Grace was an amazing technician and an officer and all kinds of awesome work here. And Emily is leaving us this year. I'm sure she'll be flying off to do amazing work no matter where she goes, and I'll talk more about her later on. But Mike and Kate have been there whenever something needed to get done. Mike's usually, before he said goodbye, whenever he picked up Emily or whenever he picked up Grace, he'd always say, "Do you need anything?" Sometimes I'd say yes, but usually there's no, I'm good. He was always willing to help my hand. Thank you both. Wendy and Walt Ash, come on up, another couple. Walt and Wendy became authorized district supervisors of our kids, so the kids could work night and I could go home. And they've done many a night of supervising our kids, and Wendy single-handedly organized the fun run for us, which raised a lot of money last year and raised a good amount of money this year as well. And she is just always, she's at every TABS meeting, helping out wherever. She's never been on the board officially, but she's kind of an adjunct member on our board. And the two of them have been just great supporters of our department. Thank you, Wendy and Walt. Our treasurer, Ms. Gretchen Schauber, is leaving because her kids are still coming, but she does have a senior that's leaving tonight, so I did want to give her probably the first and many certificates she'll be getting. So come on down, Gretchen. Being treasurer is not a job that everybody raises their hands for, and she's following the footsteps of a long treasurer that we had who's still helping us to this day. And Gretchen's been doing amazing work, always keeping our books in order and writing checks whenever they need to. So thank you, Gretchen. And finally, another husband and wife. You've seen him before tonight. You've heard him talk to you. He's a mild-mannered man, but he does so much for our department. And his wife has always been there to help him supervise and do costumes whenever possible. Doug and Carla Twilliger, come on up. I've known these folks for a very long time. They've had 3 amazing children come through our department. I love all of them. You know, they live just around the corner. I see Carla walking her dog all the time. I see Doug jogging all the time. And when they're not walking the dogs and jogging, they're here helping at Westmont. Here you go. Squeeze in. All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3. They're hard to navigate going down. All right, so you've already heard who our board is for next year, this year with Doug and Gretchen and Jody. Thank you so much for all of your work as our TABS board. Elizabeth Ward was not on our board, but she did so much. I think of her as an official member of the board this year, and she'll be our president next year. So thank you, Elizabeth, for all of your work this year as well. Yes. She's got time. And I also want to thank other adults that have helped us, Christina Anselmo and Brett Staples, who work with our tech folks. Incomparable, and I think he might be watching at home on YouTube, Mr. Bob Powell. Thank you, Bob, for everything you do for us, sir. And then I would like to bring up one man and two women who help me do the amazing magic that we do on our stages. Mr. Daniel Hughes, Ms. Lisa Armenta, and Ms. Barbara Bangford. Come on. Could you grab the orbit down there? Nobody wants to see me bend over. One of those goes to Clark. That's Lisa. This one's Clark. That's yellow. Barbara gone? Barbara, are you? Did Dad leave? Oh. I'll see her. I know where she is. No. Barb's not here, so I can't talk about her, but she helps us so much with our choreography. It's so awesome to have someone who understands how my brain works, which not everybody does. But we're brother and sister, and we get each other, and all I have to do is say, I want something like this, and she figures that out. So if you can hear me, Barbara, thank you. Lisa has been our costumer for a long time. Her daughter graduated 5 years ago, but she continues to work for us, and she doesn't get paid a dime for everything she does for us. So that's just a small little token of our appreciation, Lisa. And I think we would all love to thank you with some applause. Our amazing vocal and music director who makes our kids sound way better than they've ever sounded before at Westmont. He takes their vocal promise and possibilities to all new. They can sing, do things with their voices they didn't even know they could do. And I wanted to thank him with something that I found out about recently he desperately needs. So there's something for you. Right here. This was hand wrapped by a technician. A handmade bow by Mr. Poor Cubbo. Yeah, open it up. No.
Oh, yeah. I have no air conditioning in my house, and so they got me a fan.
And it's black, so it goes with everything.
Okay.
Yes.
Dinner already.
All right. If you designed anything, can I get the house lights up, please? If you designed anything, or stage managed, or technical directed anything, I'm waiting for the house lights. Can we get there? Could you please stand up and get the applause you don't often get? Seniors, come on up and grab a red rose. I'm making a production. See that? Jamie ran up to get on a picture. That's kind of confusing. Oh, they look lovely. So there are more seniors. Is this it? Are there no more seniors out there? 'Cause I know that there are more. No, not that are, well, not that are here. Yeah, okay. Well, did you all get a rose? No. So how are we gonna do this? Hey, Doctor. Walk down, grab a red rose. Dante joined our technical theater 1 class late this year, but he has been a godsend. He does awesome work. Well, seniors, it's been quite a year, hasn't it? Yeah. It's been quite 2 years, hasn't it? Yeah. So let's talk about it. So freshman year, see if I got this right. Fright Nights?
Yes.
Hotel a Go-Go?
Yes.
And Mamma Mia, right? Sophomore year, The Odd Couple, both versions playing in red. Whose idea was that? Nico's. I think it was Nico's idea. I think Nico pitched it. Right, Nico? Right? Yeah. Monster Mash in 2018. Copacabana. Faithful Copacabana. It had a performance. Who got to see that single show? And Honk Jr., our first virtual theater musical. If we hadn't done that show, we would never have been able to figure out how to do everything that came after that the next year. Anna, did you want to come up and graduate early? The fall of flowers. Junior year, an entire year on Zoom. High School Musical, the 1-act. That was an experience. Halloween stories that we sent to elementary schools. Clue, our first main stage show online. A Christmas Carol, directed by Tara Masita. I thought she was going to be here tonight. Yes, but she directed. Yes. Shrek, the musical, online. And we got to come back just a little bit for choreography out in the windy breezeway in between the theater and the science building. I can remember freezing out there with Nicole as our stage manager, right? Right, Nicole? And Rachel as our assistant director. Yeah. Oh, believe me, I'll get to her. Oh, yes. And then Charlotte's Web. Right? Right. And then this year, back in person. Disaster, Wonka, and 4 amazing 1-act plays. All right, so now's the time where I talk about each of these folks. Brittany is not here. Brittany, come on. Okay. Ty is not here. Okay. Ella Mippo is not here. Mirabella Picard? No. Okay. Thank you and good night. Nova Varnstrom. Come on up. Nova is in our advanced theater class, but she started, in her words, as a stoner in the 1-act play as a freshman. And then she killed it, her words, as an old lady in Mamma Mia. She also pledged to be a thespian. And she went, and then her senior year, she was in Meet the Roommates that Rachel directed. And she is always somebody that's fun to have in class. She always has kind of a unique perspective on whatever the discussion is, and we love having her around, and we're going to be missed. Liam Hill. Hanukkah Mori. Hanukkah joined us late in her high school career. She came to us as a junior, right, to Westmont as a junior, and started kind of hanging around the theater department a little bit, being in my classroom, always asking me questions, thinking about what classes she should take the following year. And I started really looking forward to getting to know this young woman even more her senior year, which we got to know each other really well. She was an awesome member of our musical theater class. She did so much that she actually got invited to go to the Thespian Festival, even though she was brand new to our department in her senior year. She was the most amazing member of the ensemble and Inherit the Wind. Every single moment on stage, Hanukkah was completely in it. And whether she could be at a rehearsal or not, she was there. You'd think that if you were taking a class that met at the exact same time that rehearsal is, well, you're not going to be able to be at rehearsal and take that class. But Hanukkah did. She was actually at rehearsals, walking around with her laptop and her headphones, saying her lines, and participating in her online class. It was amazing to watch. She then went on to show us all how incredible her performing skills are as she starred in Disaster as Marianne. And worked tirelessly as the dance captain throughout that show, and also understudied the Barracuda dancer on the one night that her understudy got to play her part for the understudy show. She is always exciting to watch on stage. You got to see her tonight in Theo's opening number that he choreographed, where she got to take that center stage moment. She's one of a kind of kid. She is always full of energy. She's always delightful to talk to, and I'm gonna miss you, Hanukkah. All right, moving on to our honor thespians. What is an honor thespian? An honor thespian is a high school senior who's in good standing with International Thespian Society, regularly attends troop meetings, has a minimum GPA, has been significantly involved for 2 years of Westmont shows, upholds the aims and ideals of the International Thespian Society, and is given a 2-year minimum of quality service to our theater department, including senior year. First up for honor thespians, Miss Katie Byron. Katie has been an amazing member of our technical theater crew. She has costume designed, she has assistant stage managed, she has stage managed, she has production managed, she's done it all. She has an incredible heart. She's an incredible person. I just feel like I want so much more of Katie Byron in my life. I'm gonna really miss you, Katie. You brought a lot to our department, and I know you're gonna do great things at Cal Poly. Next up is the incomparable Paige Jouar. Paige has done just about everything. She started as an ensemble member in Junie B. Jones, one of our children's shows, her freshman year. She was a performer in Copacabana. She almost stole the show as Mrs. Dargis in High School Musical, the theater teacher with her own flair and her own wacky sensibilities. Are you making fun of me during that part? She was, my favorite part of Clue was her Telegram Girl performance. No one reacts to a bang quite like Paige Jouar, those eyes wide open and then falling down. Homer Zuckerman and Charlotte's Web, Mrs. Krebs and Inherit the Wind, Ethan, boy, she just did not let up on you. And then she really showed her fine directing skills as she took Good Cop, Bad Cop to the state festival level. And then finally, we really got to figure out where this young woman's talent lies. I mean, yes, all these things were brilliant, but these projections that you've seen tonight, folks, all created by this gal right here. This is her way of doing the senior act by creating projections for the whole show. She created all the projections, almost all the projections we used for the wine festival, including amazing animated projections for Sid's show Wonka. Paige, you are amazing. You're going to do amazing things. I look forward to going to Opa and having dinner and hopefully being served by you. And we're going to miss you here at Westmont. Serafina Lu. This child. In many ways, she reminds me of my own daughter. And it's kind of like having my little girl here at school sometimes. So I'm really good at this, being around next year. She first stole our hearts in Hotel A Go-Go as the always running Remy. And then she was in the ensemble of Mamma Mia. And then she understudied in Odd Couple, and she was again ensemble in Copacabana. Then she flipped genders and played Mr. Green in Clue and got a chandelier dropped on her head. Her mom got to drop that chandelier on her head. Not once, not twice, but like 5 times, over and over again. And she, every time we asked her, can we do it again? I'd hear her mom go, yes! And then, oh my God, Papa Ogre and Peter Pan in Shrek. And then she got to really get rid of all the pants parts, breeches parts, they called them in Shakespeare's time. She got rid of the breeches parts and stepped into a skirt and blouse to play Rachel in Inherit the Wind. Someone that showed us how vulnerable this character is on stage and how we care about this woman so much. And Serafina brought that vulnerability to life on stage because she's not afraid to be that vulnerable in front of an audience member. And then she flipped her performance completely on its end with Ben and Lisa in Disaster. She's incredibly thoughtful, she's incredibly caring, and there's very few people that can, well, I shouldn't say that, I get goosebumps a lot. Theo, you gave me goosebumps tonight like crazy in your song. I go, all right. But Serafina, when you sang that song from Oliver, As Long as He Needs Me, I was hoping you might do it again tonight as a reprise. If you ever get to hear her sing, especially that song, it'll be a moment you won't forget for a long time. She is a true treasure. She's going to go on to study theater arts. I wish her all the best, and we're going to miss her. Miss Victoria Fine. Hello, Victoria. Victoria, I've got your little resume here, but I don't want to, no, I'll remember to say this. So Victoria, I finally am able to very quickly distinguish between her and Jessica. It's not that hard if you really get to know them. You start discovering little differences. And Victoria started off in Hard Candy, and then she went right on to the advanced theater class. And then she made us laugh so hard as she played the cook in Clue. And then this year, as the director, remember I talked about the message play earlier, right? This one directed this year's message play and was brilliant at it. Brilliant. Incredibly kind and welcoming heart. She's always looking out for other people, which truly that's what defines a thespian. And Victoria, we are going to miss you so much here in this department. Before I go on to the next one, I just realized that I forgot to give 2 little bits. Katie and Paige, can you step back up real quick? Katie, last year we started the Lisa Armenta Golden Hanger Award. You are the second recipient of the Golden Hanger Award. Award because I don't think we're going to ever find somebody with your gifts. This is for outstanding achievement in graphic arts. Should have put that in red so I didn't see it. I would have not missed it. Mira Sivan. Another amazing member of our technical theater team, and she's done a lot. She has dabbled in a lot of different areas of technical theater. She started as a lighting assistant working with Mira, right? And you can't, well, that's somebody to learn from, right? Right? And then she went on and dabbled in sound for The Odd Couple. And then she went on and started dabbling in costumes and has never left costumes. She has worked as a costume assistant and a costume designer. She dabbled back into something else, playing with props for a little bit with Clue. And then she went right back to costumes with Shrek. And then she costume designed Inherit the Wind, and then costume designed Disaster. 2 shows that had casts of over 40 actors that she had to put costumes on. On top of that, she doesn't have a 6th period. And a lot of kids, when they don't have a 6th period, at lunchtime, they leave, they go home. And if they have a 7th, they might come back. If they have an after school activity, they'd come back. Mira stayed. And she came in and almost every day this spring semester worked with the Technical Theater 1 costume kids to help them learn a little bit more about the magic that happens in that costume shop. Mira, that is the true merit of a thespian. I want to give you this and the 3rd Golden Hanger. Come on. And then just go and dress. You guys all look fabulous today. Jamie, you do. Come on. Who, beginning of this year, right? Or was it beginning of, no, beginning of last year, said I prefer to just be called like Madonna. I mean, when artists are of that stature, sometimes they want to just be one name. So I'm assuming that's where this is coming from. Because she is an artist and of unparalleled creativity, who prides herself on doing things without a budget. She gets upset when I have to buy something off of Amazon, when she knows she can make it out of cardboard or trash. She is so good at recycling things and taking things, giving them new life. She can make anything beautiful. She started as a backstage grip for Hotel Go-Go. She ran playback and sound for Mamma Mia. That was a tough one because there was a lot of music in that show. She was paint captain, and that's where she started falling in love, I think, with the real creativity that her artistic ventures have followed. And then she became prop mistress for Clue, followed by prop overseer by Shrek, and then prop master for Inherit the Wind. And again, prop master, did you write, and Lord? Prop master and Lord, is that what that says? Oh no, prop master and mentor for Logan, for Disaster. I thought we just kept going up with the evolution. I thought. She, at the State Thespian Festival, they don't have a Thespi, which is an individual event for props. They have it for costumes, they have it for set design, they have it for lighting, you name it, they have one. They don't have one for props. And this young woman has done so much incredibly creative work. I encourage her to go ahead and submit under set design, see what happens. The judges were so impressed. She won 2nd in the state in a category that wasn't her. She helped me write a proposal that we have now introduced an international stake for a props thespian category. I love that Camden was able to give you that award earlier, because your name is now under theirs on the golden paintbrush plaque in the lobby. Miss Rachel Shaw. That was funny. Your senior act, I loved it. That was adorable. And I know my niece loved it because she's a huge Disney fan. So that was adorable. This young woman is an astonishing director, an astonishing person. She started doing theater in Theater One. She was in Mamma Mia. Now you wrote Hotel. What did you do at Hotel Go-Go? You were on running group for Hotel Go-Go, and then was in An Odd Couple, and then in Copacabana, dancing like a crazy fool. And she said to me, "Gosh, I hope I get to dance again." She got to this year. I loved working with her as an AD on Shrek. We were partners in crime. One of my favorite photos of two technicians at work is the photo of Nicole and Rachel directing students on this stage in front of a humongous blue screen for Shrek. And then as a senior this year, she got to play the part that I've always wanted to play and brought so much color and life and energy into Henry Drummond. I was so proud of you in that role and the work you did on it. And then her peers loved working with her as she directed them in this collaborative adventure called Roommates. They had so much fun working on it under her leadership, and she's funny, she is exciting, she's dynamic, she's intelligent, she's creative, she's clever, she's got a huge heart, and when she walks into the room, you can't help but notice her because of her charisma. She's got so much charisma. And Rachel, I'm gonna miss that tall self. She described herself as a tall self walking into the room. You're a wonderful, wonderful human being. I love you. Theodore Terwilliger. Hi. I've known this one for a long time too. Started as a dancer, right? Graduated pretty quickly to starring in Copacabana as Lola Lamar. Astonishing performance, that one single performance. It's not, but it's almost better that it had just that one bright, shining moment where they got to do that show, because it'll live forever in my mind. You in that red dress and those stars behind you. I'm so glad we have that photo. And then online, Fiona and Shrek, which I know was a challenge for you, and I know that it greatly made you do things you were like, can I do this? You had so many moments of doubt, and yet you were fantastic in that role. And then directing the children's show, which also challenged you in so many ways. One of my favorite plays, Charlotte's Web, cast it beautifully. I mean, Zachary, he was perfectly cast in that show. And then Hornbeck in Inherit the Wind. Oh my God, that's where we really started to see you as Theo take the stage in a dramatic, intense way. Your moments of confrontation with Rachel on stage were powerful and strong and dynamic and worthy of any Broadway stage, as was your performance from Company tonight. Talented as Theo is, he is equally talented as a leader and as a director. I got to have him as my assistant director for Disaster, And there was never a rehearsal that I had to worry about because I knew Theo was there and Theo would take charge. And I didn't have to ask him to jump in. I never had to say, go, he would just, I'm gonna go take care of that. He saw problems when they happened and would just deal with them. He ran rehearsals. He made everybody a better performer in that show. And tonight he choreographed that wonderfully delightful opening number, which was themed around a broom. That's a great segue. There's an award that we give out every once in a while called the Golden Blue Broom Award. This golden broom hangs in the green room and it's given to an actor who goes above and beyond, helping other actors do what they need to do, but also usually is the first person to walk in the room, turn the lights on, take the ghost light off stage and pick up a broom and sweep the stage. And I can think of no better senior to give it to this year than Theodore. Oh, and your officer. Okay, Jessica. Jessica has created a future for Westmont High School's Theater Arts Department. I'll get to that in a second. But she started with an astonishing performance as Nora in A Doll's House, a play written by a Norwegian man that began the feminist movement with the door slam heard around the world when a female character walks out on her husband. Opening night of that play, the audience they refused to leave. They refused to leave. It was not acceptable for a woman to walk out on her husband, even though he'd been very abusive to her their whole marriage. And yet she did. An amazing play, and Jessica was amazing as Nora in a scene from that play. Her Lady Capulet, Romeo and Juliet, was fantastic, but she really started to shine in my eyes when she assistant directed for me in Clue. Now this was the test of a real leader. Here we are, our first year online. We have no idea what we're doing. How are we going to make this full-length play work? And she was ever present with those actors in the safety of their bedrooms on Zoom. And like Theo, I never had to worry about a rehearsal if Jessica was there to run it. Jessica also ran rehearsals when I wasn't there. They got together and just ran lines. They can make sure they had their lines down. And they did reviews when I wasn't there. It was so difficult for all of us to figure out how to navigate this new terrain. And because of her, Clue worked. And then this year she stepped up as an officer to not only be an amazing officer, but as a community outreach officer, she went to Rolling Hills Middle School every single Monday and led a group of preteens and very wildly rambunctious children with theater games and theater etiquette and theater vocabulary, introducing them to the whole magic that we have waiting for them when they come to Westmont. We have never ever had a club at Rolling Hills before. I can't wait to see what results it brings. I think that you have become a watering can for theater, and I can't wait to see those little sprouts grow. Jessica, I am going to miss you very, very much. I have a gift for you as an officer and a certificate. Sorry, it's so dry. Musical theater students know what I'm talking about. Jamie Lincoln. section you gave me, Jamie. It's blank, it's empty. All right. You have my keys? That's right. All right. I thought about getting you the Golden Cone Award for that gorgeous mane of yours, but then I thought, no, he'll be upset by that. I can't do that to Jamie. But I've known Jamie since he was a very little boy, because he's the youngest of 4 Lincolns who have all come through here. And it's been an honor to watch this young man grow up and start by being, I'm winging this, Jamie, because I got nothing in front of me. Just start by just being this delightful, rambunctious, full of energy, okay, learning whatever he could, falling in love with the things that happened upstairs in the lighting sound booth, especially in the lighting booth. And then this year, he signed on by default, because the original peer tutor, couldn't do it. And the day before, right? The day before classes started? Something like that. 2 days before, I called Jamie up and said, listen, what are you doing 6th period? I have an off period. Well, no, you don't anymore. Or I need you to be the peer tutor for Techno Theater 1. Who's in Tech 1 right here? Is he not the most amazing peer tutor? When Jamie is not there, and it's rare that he's not, the kids in the class freak out. Where's Jamie? Where's Jamie? We're not going to just have you, are we? Because they learn so much from their peers, especially when you have a peer that's as gifted and as talented and as well versed in what we do here as Jamie Lincoln. He's been a carpenter. I do have a very old letter of rec I wrote for you when you applied to be an Eagle Scout, so I'm going to just reference that. Did you get it? Oh, good. He's an Eagle Scout. Carpenter. He's been a master electrician. He has learned how to operate all of our moving lights, and he's taken that knowledge and passed it on, which is the beauty of a good teacher, one that doesn't just hold it and don't let anybody else, this is my thing, I'm gonna do this, no one else will do it because I'm gonna figure out how to do it. He passes that knowledge on. And that's because he's a kind, considerate, well-mannered, and polite young man. I am going to truly, truly miss you. I think your peers are gonna miss you even more. And I do have, I have a golden sea wrench. And the best peer tutor award. Got a handful there. All right, Emily Landers. A good stage manager is one who's a good delegator. All the seniors, except for Jamie, all the seniors wrote their reflections. Emily said, you already have mine, it's in my letter of rec, just print that. She delegated her reflection. So I did what she asked. I printed her 3-page letter of recommendation. And I just highlighted a couple things. So by the way, I got to see you dance tonight on stage. Jamie, you can dance on stage. Yes, Katie, you dance on stage. Yes! And Amara, yes, we're gonna miss you. Oh my God. Sorry, Emily, for stealing your thunder just a bit. Mamma Mia started, I knew her sister Grace. She was such a brilliant, wonderful stage manager. And I knew Emily through Grace, had seen her around, but I was like, oh, she's a sports kid. She's probably not gonna follow in her sister's footsteps. But boy, did she ever. And she took her footsteps to a whole nother level. She started assistant stage managing as a freshman for Mamma Mia, a humongous show. She then went on to design the set for Junie B. Jones, a set that she designed so well, we ended up using it again for Wonka. backstage deck crew for the odd couple. And then came Copacabana. That show that none of us would ever forget. And I will never forget that performance. I mean, Emily would come up to me every 5 minutes, like, so how are we gonna do this and this and this? I suggest we do this. Sound good? Okay, that's what we're doing. Off we go. Whenever she would have a problem, she'd already have about 3 solutions ready to spit out at me. And she stood back, I think you stood most of the show as you called the show live. Having never called a show in her life before, we didn't go through tech week like we normally do for that show. She just had all of her notes from rehearsals. She had a brilliant lighting designer right next to her, and she just made everything happen on the spot. Even when things didn't come on like they were supposed to, or down like they were supposed to, she made them happen. It was a brilliant, brilliant show. We then went on to production manage not 1 but 2 virtual shows, both Clue and Shrek. Astonishingly good work, working with Alex on Shrek and by yourself on Clue, right? And then this year, she was involved in sports in the fall, so she couldn't be fully involved, but did as much as she could on Inherit the Win. And as soon as sports were done, she stepped in, and all of a sudden, everything that wasn't tied down or pinned down yet, she just started fixing like crazy. And then she stage managed Disaster. And that was not a disaster because of this young woman. She's the most self-disciplined and focused and thoroughly serious student I've ever met, that also has a quick wit and a healthy dose of sarcasm. She sees a problem before it happens, which is a superpower that every stage manager needs. And she has inspired me to realize that we don't really have an award appropriate for someone like Emily, for a stage manager. We've got the golden hammer, we've got the golden sea wrench, we've got the golden broom, we've got the golden hanger. We don't, so it was time. For the golden headset. Champion. Now that we might want to add a couple of previous stage managers to this, because I'm going to be gone in 4 years. I'd love to have a few more on here before I go. But you're currently right now, number 1. And you also, isn't it cool? When I brought it to the awards lady, she was like, no. I'm not managing that. I will. I mounted that. Don't take what I do. And I have a certificate for you. And I have a certificate. And I really don't want you to go, so I'm going to fail you. Is that okay? Each. Well, what can we say about Miss H. Oh, I'm going to wait to say it because I just realized I skipped something very much. This was, and I skipped something for Jessica, didn't I? No, just. We had senior recognition night on Tuesday night, and at that night we recognized 3 of our outstanding members of our department. So they already know about this, and most of you probably already know because their plaque has been up for almost a week now. Jessica was recognized as the outstanding thespian. And Emily was recognized with the Curtain Call Award for leadership. The senior in our department is H. Ash. This award's given to the kid that everybody at the school knows that's a theater student. And that's an amazing theater student. She may not be as tall as her peers, but she has dabbled in everything. She has been an apprentice sound designer for Mamma Mia. She was director of photography for Shrek. Excuse me, she was production manager and technical director for our shows this year. But her proudest, the thing that I think she's the most proud of, and the thing that I'm the most proud of, is watching you lead our troop as our president. Because your way with your peers it's just unparalleled. I don't think there's a single theater student who knows who you are, and I think all of them do, that don't admire you and wish they could be like you and respect you and honor you and listen to you. I don't know what is in the water at the Ash home, but they certainly have raised an incredible human being on this planet. And the work you have done in our department is incredible. And I was like, what am I going to give her? What am I going to give her? And I felt like we didn't really have a golden hammer recipient, and I felt like you can pick up a hammer and swing it just like everybody else. So you're getting the Golden Hammer Award this year. One more little special thing. I felt like we needed something to acknowledge the amazing production management skills that you have demonstrated this entire year, our first year back in person. Anything our department did, H made sure that if she wasn't in charge of it, there was someone that was, and everything was going to be okay. And I just thought we needed to acknowledge that, so I had our awards folk make this little really pretty trophy to acknowledge Production Manager of the Year. Oh, you forgot your certificate. Before I go on to our season for next year, seniors, at graduation, if you are a thespian, I have a medallion for you to wear at graduation. I'll give them to you now, but you're going to lose them. So instead, I will bring them to you in the gym. Okay, and I will put them right around you, and they'll look lovely on your black robe. Okay, so these are for our thespians. Okay, they will be in this box until then, and I will bring them to you in the gym. Hey, was this a great night or what? I'm gonna wrap it up here. We've got an awesome season next year. I've got 75 tickets currently on hold for The Lion King at Broadway San Jose for $25. If you're interested in going to see The Lion King on August 18th, like the third week of school, please let me know. I would love to put your name down on the list. Again, it's August 18th for The Lion King. All these dates, all these shows are going to be on our website tonight. So if you don't feel like you need to write anything down. In the fall, we're going to have 4 shows. 4 shows. So for Halloween, we're going to be bringing back Monster Mash. This is our family-friendly, activity-oriented production for our community. Young community members, where we enjoy and celebrate the silliness of Halloween. And then at night, we're going to be doing Fright Nights, which will be a terrifying film. And while the audience watches the student-made film that is scary, even scarier things will happen all around them in the theater. So it's a 4D production. And then we'll have our fall play, which I'm super excited to announce will be A Wrinkle in Time. And then in December, we're going to be doing our first ever radio play, and it's going to be a holiday radio play. Probably something like It's a Wonderful Life, or Yes, Virginia, There is a Santa Claus, or Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So we'll choose one, all the students choose that, where we will reenact that story with scripts in hand, just like an old-fashioned 1940s radio show. But the true magic will happen on the sides of the stage with live sound effects. That's called Foley, live sound effects, happening to make all the magic that you hear in your ears come alive in your mind. So that'll be in December. So that's 4 fantastic shows in the fall. And then in January, we're gonna have a big talent show. And then we're gonna be doing our spring musical. And then we're gonna do one-act plays. And then we're gonna do theater awards.
You forgot one.
What did I forget?
What's the musical?
Oh, the musical is Into the Woods. And then on July 29th, a group of us are going to depart for London and then Scotland to represent the United States of America to perform at the American High School Theatre Festival as part of the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. Our students have proven themselves to be creative, clever, collaborative, traits that any employer looks for when they're hiring. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Have a safe drive home. Good night. Get your cameras ready. on, and then right under yours.
Absolutely. I'm so proud of you. Everyone.
Hello. Oh, Sarah, yeah. Hi. Nice to meet you. Sure. I don't know if I can tell you. Yeah. So we have to somehow figure out a way to get a better person. But yeah, all over the world and the whole summer. There's theater in every Royal Lines, which is right there. It's a big long street. I've seen shows that have an audience of 10. All different types. But that'll be after. Like that. It's 4 days, 3 nights. People have to stop on their castle. Right. Yeah. So, right. Right. You bet. And when we went 7 years ago, we took 2 freshmen who had just finished the freshman year. Right. So next year's freshmen are not ready. Which is unfortunate, but you know.
Oh, I'm extremely sorry.
Lisa, are you leaving? Thank you for sticking around. You like your orchid?
Yeah.
Really? Good. Good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Thank you.
I was. I was like, what is it?
Yeah. Yeah, we will not only have ours. We actually have another, my wife, who she was always in charge.
night from the Holy Stripes. And she won the 8th grade trip. Yeah. My daughter just. She. So anyway, it's the same. Do all the rest of and my daughter's going to.
Haley Montoya. Congrats.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, they're the. All that knowledge, I wrote it. We'll be able to share with others now. Want to do it before June 3rd, after June 3rd, they can't do it. But we all have to do it tonight. You can do it monthly, you can do it whenever you want. And we've already started fundraising. And the first fundraiser. So we have 1 year. I know that World Strides has a insurance policy, that kind of thing. You can look and see what that is. Yes, I know. That's why she's like this great musical. Yeah, I was like, when I was watching her in Heaven, I was like, she's going to be a dancer in the musical. Can't wait. I know she's going to be a dancer in the musical. And do her own. Oh, are you? Right to. Oh, so good to see you. And you, I'm going to see a lot of you. Are they?
Yeah.
Oh,
I was up there looking like this.
oh, beautiful. It's a. Yeah. We actually have.
Like that? That is forward. Great. And walk forward. This one. Of course, I also. I made extra because it takes you a while to spray it. And oh, there it is. Yeah. Bye, Monica. Bye, Nicole. Bye, Lydia. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you also for the present. Was that from you? Or was that from me?
From her, actually, and me. I did like her, I mean, she did all the rocking.
I walked in the house and then Kelly's all, what's that? I said, oh, it's one of my students. Oh, I think you know how to question. Okay. She took my-
It's like, she she actually gave it to your wife, not you.
Oh, when she opened the candle and she was like, oh, it smells really, really good. So it's in our home. But I remember you walking around in my house. I'm sorry you didn't pledge though. I'm gonna let you wear them how you do it. Okay. Does everyone, it doesn't. Look at that. And you're silly too. I think silly. So I'm surprised you didn't do that. And I'm going to write her a letter of recommendation. How do you say you're welcome? Arigato is easy. How do I say welcome? Doi hashimata. Doi hashimata. Yeah, you better. Good. So in China, I know they have no, they have right? And but nose in Japan, right? But are you thinking traditional Japanese food or are you thinking Americanized? So I've never met Dad. Is Dad never met? Is that physically here? Oh. Okay. So he took care of her. All right. Well, nice to see you. Nice to see you. All right, kiddo. Perfect. All right. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
behavioral act. It'll probably, I haven't looked at it closely, because I haven't started yet. I'm sure, but now. Yeah. But I do know that there are, you drop before this day, then you get this much back, you drop before this day, you get this much. Okay. And I have no idea what show we're doing until I know exactly. Yeah. Once I know who's doing it, which show. And I'm like, oh, here's the other. Oh, yeah. I will not do that. 5 times harder. My wife said, sure, we can do it again, but we're not writing it. My wife said, answer, she's a choreographer. So she choreographed it, I wrote it, I got another friend of mine who wrote the music for my lyrics. Put it together, and it was lovely. Yeah. Oh my God, it was 5 times harder. Hey, Walt. I just wanted to say thanks again. My absolute pleasure. When you were talking about it, well, I couldn't take many times, thank you. You were here plenty of times too. I appreciate it. Oh, yeah. Okay. Wait, which tape? Wait, out there? Yeah. On the, yes, please, take them on. Okay. Yeah. There. I didn't want to do it without your blessing, so. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I'm really good with you now. All right, okay. Thank you. Nice to meet you. I look forward to meeting your wife as well. Yeah. She had to run because our other one, she was here 3 hours ago. Okay, I want to go home now. I've been here all day. All right, good night. Right. I'm coming. Yeah. Loud sound. And put it on another one, right next to one. Have fun.
Thank you, Dee.
That's wonderful if your folks are there for you.
Almost like that.
Okay. I want to see your dad's check for me.
So far back in my all the way back to summer of this year. Since I was one, after my very first birthday party, was the rose and the clothes. As you can
That's awesome.
found it. Before my mom started getting ready to come pick me up. And I did some artwork for the Next Friday and drop them off in the office. National Donut. I don't have money for the entire.
Cool. Hi, hon. Oh, were you on the YouTube? Oh, I think it's still standing, I think it's still broadcasting, isn't it? Oh. What, honey? Oh. So, after the show? Was it Nicole and Lydia? Oh, okay. Okay, I gotta see here. You are muted, okay, end of this here.